David Gascon and Greg Hayes welcome you back to Azusa Pacific University Boys CIF Southern Section Championship round. This time, 4AA. It's the West Warriors taking on the Blair Vikings. Greg, this is uncharted territory for the West Warriors. Their first ever CIF Southern Section Finals appearance and their first league title since 2001. Remarkable.
Right, and Blair won a CIF championship in 1981 with Aaron Holiday and Drew Holiday's dad leading the way. This is an inspirational game, I think, for every team in CIF because West was 13-39 a couple years ago before Coach took over, and Blair was 1-25 a couple years ago. Anything's possible in high school basketball, and it shows when you get two new coaches, enthusiasm, high standard, change the culture, and bring good kids in. This is an inspirational game for everybody to watch with these two teams.
Yeah, for Alon Marguerite, the head coach of Blair, they've had to do all kinds of things with their culture, cleaning house, teaching the kids how to be high school students first, then athletes second. They were kind of left for dead just a couple of years ago, but here in this CIF Southern Section Championship bout against West, they're going to have their hands full.
Right, it's a great contrast too because Blair is, I think, 17-0 when they've scored over 70 points. West has not given up 70 points all year, and they're probably 16-1. They give up 50 or fewer, 60 or fewer. So it'd be a contrast. West is really good defensively. They're really structured. And Blair is good defensively in the full court, but they're going to want to get up and run. So a contrast, and we'll see where those numbers end up at the end of the game, who it benefits.
And it's a little odd. The adversity coming for West was just a couple days ago. We just spoke to head coach Neil Perlmutter of West, and he mentioned a couple of his key players came down with the flu bug. So it'll be interesting to see how they can respond here on a Saturday night. The starting lineups on both sides are tremendous. Let's get to them right now. And we look at first with West, Nick Snyder. He's that go-to guy. Obviously the quarterback of the offense, but he's the calming, soothing voice when he's dribbling the basketball.
Right, and there's balance. The great thing is there's balance. But yeah, we've seen some quarterbacks who play basketball, which is a great thing nowadays to do. It doesn't happen often. That's a great deal. He's a quarterback. The scoring comes from other people, and there's really good talent there spread around.
The starting line for the West Warriors, 21-8 this season. In Pioneer League, they were 8-2. They were the top mark, best in the league. On the flip side for Blair, the Vikings, 24-6. In the Rio Hondo League, 7-3. Only good for second place, but just remarkable because last year they took that big step. They were 18-8, 5-5 in the Rio Hondo League, but years prior to that, check this out, 7-19 in 2014, 1-23 in 2013, and 2-21 in 2012. Desmond Washington, the top man this season, 20 points and 10 rebounds. He's the guy, a double-double machine, but he's certainly not alone. Dallas Murray can shoulder the load on the offensive end too.
Right, and you got to give a lot of credit to Coach Marguerite to turn this around. You're right, he made them become good students too. And that was part of the deal. They had athletes who weren't eligible in the past. They're eligible, they're doing really well in the classroom. It carries over to the basketball court. And it's just a great thing for this community. Blair has experienced a lot of success in the past. Powerhouse football teams for the longest time. Obviously some good basketball teams. So this is really good for the community and really exciting for them.
West from the South Bay, down in Torrance. You got a slew of schools over there. West, North Torrance, South, the Torrance Tartars as well. Accompanied by them, you got Redondo Beach, Redondo Union High School, and Maricosta. Of course, the city schools in Narbonne, Carson, San Pedro. West will be going from right to left on your screen. Their home uniforms, the brown, the gold, and the white. And you got Blair, the Vikings, are in their Oregon colors, the green and the gold, and we are underway here from Azusa Pacific. There's Nick Snyder with the basketball, and the pass over on the right side to Alex Misha. Misha and Snyder, those are kind of the two pistons that fire for West on a regular basis. BU, number 15, at the free throw on the first shot of the ball game. No good by Ricky Turner, and we're off and running.
Washington getting up high early on.
Here's Caleb Smith, flat top and all. 145-pound senior, averaging 14.2 a game. First turnover of the ball game goes to West, and here we go on a clean breakaway, and Noah Carroll blows the gimme.
Good pass by Misha. It's early. Get those nerves out. He's shaking his head like, oh, come on now, relax.
Got to pick a side when you're going up with that. Even on the finger roll attempt. Bad pass, saved for just a quick second. It goes to a teammate, Blair. Shot clock is at 17 seconds. There's Jordan Hall. Hall, those fluorescent green kicks, being harassed right now with a defensive West. Down low, Washington in some trouble. 5 to go on the shot clock, and another turnover for the West Warriors defense. Bad pass almost picked off, but there's Snyder to settle things down.
West has done a good job double teaming ball screens and the ball in general, causing the turnovers.
Ball's on the ground, but there is Biyun. Isaiah Biyun.
Good hustle by Turner, keeping it alive.
14 to go on the shot clock for West, and there's Carroll, the big man. Into the lane, Turner. Turner has his shot blocked. Nice play on the defensive end by Dallas Murray. Here comes Blair in transition. Ball fake and a kick out. Gabriel Snow. Snow against Biyun. Nice defense by Isaiah. 22 to go on the shot clock for Blair. Washington against the defense. An easy deuce for Blair. They lead 2-0.
Washington's good. He's skilled. West has done a good job double teaming, making Blair go late into the clock, but really good late clock execution for Blair.
No, it's early, but this is not the pace that Blair likes to play at. Shot blocked, though. Ball's on the ground and picked up. Here come the Vikings in transition. Jordan Hall has a man wide open on the left side, gets it to Gabriel Snow. Blair loves to take a pass or maybe two and then chuck it.
And you're right, West is making the play very organized, very structured and patient right now. And to Blair's credit, they are early in this game.
Difference in the styles, of course. Right side three-pointer on the way off the mark. That attempt by Caleb Smith.
Good block out by Carroll there.
Snyder and company looking for their first points of the basketball game. Well, this place was rocking about 20 minutes ago when 29 Palms beat St. Paul. Back at right elbow. First points of the ball game going to Alex Mishaw of West.
Yeah.
We're tied at deuce.
Soft jumper, nice job stepping in the middle of that zone.
Mishaw, 6'3" and 175 pounds. He's just a sophomore. Left side, three-pointer on the way again. This one off the mark by Caleb Smith. Rebound and a putback is true. Washington's got all 4 points for Blair. One perfect thing for the Vikings is they're familiar playing away from home. 8-1 on the home court, but 16-5 away. Shot no good. Offensive rebound. The putback by Mishaw. No. Third chance, yes.
He's long, he's active, he's quick, he's smooth.
The activity level has continued for Mishaw even after an early miss. We're held up at 4. Right back to it. Turnaround, follow a jump shot off the mark. That attempt by Snow. And here comes West in transition. Snyder. Bounce pass is a perfect one to Mishaw. He's fouled, plus the basket.
Yeah, Mishaw's off to a great start. Again, quick, long, skilled, smooth. Great finish.
Credit the dime, though, to Nick Snyder on that right side. A perfect bounce pass and just enough muster on it to get to the chest level of Mishaw. Not down near his knees, ready to go pick up and get after it.
I thought Biyun did a really good job defensive at the other end. And Carroll and Turner being tough, walling them off of the boards. That time they kept Washington off the offensive boards. Got a body on him and got a good block out.
So here is Mishaw averaging 15.2 a game. Dynamic player. Offensively and defensively can do it all, but misses the free throw.
And he's gotten better as the season has gone on offensively as well.
Most important thing. Last season, West was just 10-17. Pressure coming and a foul.
It's a good double team. You don't want to reach in there. You got him right where you want him. And nowadays in basketball, that perimeter foul is the easiest one to call.
West was just 4-6 in the Pioneer League last season, 5th place. They actually had a senior quit in the middle of a game. The head coach, Neil Perlmutter, has stuck to it. His message has been heard loud and clear. Down low pass. Easy one. Turn around and rattles through the cylinder for Dallas Murray. His first points of the game.
Yeah, nice finish. Nice simple finish on balance.
We're tied at 6 in the first quarter. Nice steal attempt. West controls it though. Snyder with a screwball pass down low. That one goes out of bounds. Justin Height was the intended recipient of it. Height, a multi-sport athlete, plays volleyball. And he's got it right now. Deflected over to Snyder. Left side. Brandon Thomas. Thomas with the right-handed floater. His first points of the basketball game, and West has a lead, 8-6. Transition Murray, 2-on-1, straight to the rack for 2.
Yeah, Murray's pretty good finishing inside. West is doing a really good job of trapping full court and half court and making Blair make extra plays.
Snyder going all the way around the court. Misha to the rack for 2.
Oh. Nice find by Snyder, but boy, Misha's good.
One thing that's apparent for Alex Misha, he is not settling for the perimeter game just yet. Aggression early from West, and the Warriors lead 10-8. Snow. Left side around the defense. Right corner 3 off the mark. An attempt came in from Jack Dakin. Dakin's a guy that will be used early and often by Blair off the bench. Averaging just about 5 points per game, but they use him for 2 different reasons. 1, to give a spell to some of the regular starters, and 2, he's instant offense.
Coach Pearl Mutter is doing a really good job. I got to pronounce that right. He's doing a really good job of keeping fresh bodies out there, especially with the intensity of their defense.
Here's Bean past the timeline. And a shot blocked by Washington. Good challenge against Height. Back to the left side. Washington's floater won't go.
A good challenge by Carroll there at the rim.
Here's Bean. 3-on-3. Bean elected not to take the shot. Picked it back out. Whistle and a foul being called. 3-pointer from Misha was not good. Well, it was good, but it did not count.
And that's from the defensive end. Turner did a great... I'm sorry. We'll get back to real. I'll come back to that.
Shot clock is reset as we're at 95 seconds to play in the first quarter.
I was going to say, Carroll did a great job defensively and also getting out in transition. You can see on the replay, he's ahead there.
And here is Misha. Man of the hour so far for West, and Biyun will reset with 15 to go on the shot clock for West. Biyun, sweet spin move into the corner. 3-pointer on the way. Just a bit too short. Rebound by Gabriel Snow. And Thomas was open with that look. Here comes Washington to the rack. No. Misha in transition. No look pass to Carroll. Up and underneath.
That's a great pass, but that's Carroll, what I was talking about before. Carroll plays defense, but he runs the floor and gets out and finishes. It's different if you're a guard doing that. He plays inside on defense, deep in, and then he runs the floor too.
Snow. Top of the key pass on the right side to Caleb Smith. Left wing, another 3-pointer on the way, but just off the mark. Offensive rebound, though, put back by Desmond Washington. And you can see why he's averaging 20 and 10 this season.
And you know, when you got a guy who scores like that, he's staying on the offensive boards too. That's a real credit to him.
Height didn't want to tie. Biyun does. Biyun spins out of it. Kicked him out just in Height. Misha. 6 to go in the quarter. Height, left side. Biyun, long 2. Got it.
That's just good ball movement.
Inbounds and a shot will not be attempted. That's the end of the first quarter, thanks to Isaiah Biyun and the West Warriors.
Boy, nice, good pass by Height there, but late clock to move the ball. Sometimes guys get stuck and they want to dribble it. Ball move, ball move, ball move. Last guy gets it, hits the shot at the end of the quarter.
And late at the end of the first quarter, 14 to 10. The season for West has been anything but up and down. It's just been a straight ascent for head coach and Neil Perlmutter. 21 and 8, 8 and 2 in the Pioneer League, first place. It's their first league title since 2000, 2001. This is their first appearance in the CF Southern Section Championship bout. But how they got here was remarkable. They just beat Roland 64-60 in the semifinals, and they barely got by San Marino 60-58. So it's not like they're blowing out the opposition. They've been tested, but the resolve has been true.
I give Coach Perlmutter a lot of that credit because he told them from day one, our goal is to get the CIF championship game. And probably nobody else believed it. He did, got his players to believe it, and here they are.
And he actually said it, I want to say a couple days ago, when he was mentioning the season this year for them. He attributes to what they did in the offseason. The club heard his message, but they put all of his words to the task during the offseason when they started playing, getting ready from fall into the spring season. Competition has been good, but now you get into league play and now into the playoffs, it's a completely different animal.
Well, he also said some of his players, his returner players, thought about quitting because it was so hard. And then they finally believed. And he said, I wasn't going to let them quit. And they didn't. And they've reaped the benefits of it.
Start of the second quarter with Blair going from left to right on your screen in those green and yellow combinations. Pass is picked up. Back come the West Warriors in transition. Ricky Turner.
Turner's another guy who can play tough inside and get out in transition. One of the things that my coaching brain notices is Noah Carroll battling Washington in the post. And he didn't get a deflection, anything else, but it disrupts the time, it disrupts the look. Turnover goes the other way.
So here is Ricky Turner. 6'4" and 205 pounds. Senior knocks home the first. He's 63% from the free throw line this season, as the lead is extended to 5, 15-10 West.
You look at Blair, and Washington is a good big outfit, but the others are not. There's not a lot of size besides that.
Turner hits the second. 6-point advantage for West as their largest of the night, and they continue with full court pressure. That pass almost intercepted. Dakin was wide open in the right wing corner. He's got it now. Dakin with a ball fake. Pop it for three. No good. Offensive rebound. Washington underneath amongst the trees, and he scores.
Again, to have such a talented player go so hard to the offensive boards as a scorer is really impressive.
Back to it is Snyder. Biyun for three. No good. Nothing but air. Good play, though, by Dakin. Not allowing Noah Carroll to get to it. And now Biyun being serenaded with the air ball chant.
It takes a while for shooters to get used to this open background. They're not used to shooting on it.
Yeah, the elements are a little interesting. It's almost like playing at the Pyramid in Long Beach. One of the Long Beach State 49ers.
It's just depth perception and lighting and what the background is.
Jordan Hall to Dakin with 6 to go on the shot clock. Washington left side. Smith for three. Tried using glass. I don't know if it was an idea or not. Anyways, back to West into the rack. That shot tipped back in by Noah Carroll.
And that's Noah Carroll again in transition while he's playing post defense and rotating and trapping people out on the break.
Credit Brandon Thomas with the attack. Even on his miss, Carroll was underneath. Smith again down low. Washington.
Good pass, good hands, good finish.
You just get the feel from Blair right now. They're going to go as far as Washington will take him.
Boy, he spins backwards, finds them. And Washington's got good hands to score.
There's Snyder looking to restart this offense with 20 to go on the shot clock. Snyder attacking Washington with enough English? No.
Tough drive by a tough kid, just didn't go.
Washington was looking to set the screen. Here's Hall for three. Team still trying to figure things out from long range. We saw that in the first game between 29 Palms and St. Paul, so it's kind of carried over here a little bit. Carroll spotting up for three. No good.
Caleb Smith for Blair is doing a great job of getting guys open with his penetration on threes. They haven't hit him, but he'll still look for him.
Washington from 17 feet off the mark. And Ricky Turner with the rebound. West will call for time. Time on the court. 5:07 to play in the second quarter, with the West Warriors leading the Blair Vikings 18-14. David Gascon alongside Greg Hayes. Greg, the run has been rather interesting for Blair this year compared to years past because, frankly put, they had nowhere to go but up. Finishing 24-6, 7-3, second place in their league, in the Rio Hondo League. But their tempo right now is probably something they're not comfortable with. It's much slower.
Well, and West is disrupting that flow with the constant traps. They're trapping the ball screen. They might even trap at a wing pass. And so Blair's having to make extra passes to do that, which is not the normal rhythm that they would play with. You're right. They want to get up and down more. They also want to be able to create more with their defense so they get in transition.
And they're one of the hotter teams getting into this final round. You could say it for a lot of clubs because they're at this point in the season. But they've won 7 games in a row. Average margin of victory is 13.5.
And again, they like to score over 70. And they're undefeated when they do. 17 games of 70 over.
Chris Bagby is in for Blair. He's number 1. And here we go with West. Alex Michon pass on the right side. Tap out of bounds by Dakin.
You know, Michon's been quiet since that fast start.
Nick Snyder. No, Justin Height with the offensive rebound, and he was tagged right around the arms by Bagby. It'll be his first foul.
Again, a nice job by Snyder. Didn't finish, but he's getting there. You got to keep going. But Height is a really good rebound. He's just a wiry, strong, undersized kid who plays good interior defense and rebounds well.
Shot clock back at fresh. Perfect pass down low for Misha.
Perfect pass, perfect execution too by West. Exactly how you draw it up.
Things you work on in practice.
Weak side screen. They ran it perfectly.
Smith on the right side to Jordan Hall. Back to Smith. Hall was open, right side, and Murray. Murray with a nice spin move, but blocked by Justin Height. Nishan pulls up from 15.
There are not a lot of players who do that well in the open court, pull up and shoot that soft, medium-range jumper. And there's Height again, playing big with whatever height he's got.
So he attacked the basket in the first quarter to establish that game. And now showing some finesse in the second quarter.
Smooth and skilled.
Washington by himself. Off glass, no good. Ball tapped around, controlled by West. Here they go with an 8-point advantage, looking to make it 10. Misha, same spot, different outcome.
Again,
but
Height
picks it off and then gives it right back. There's Bagby that has not shot just yet. Hall. No hand in his face either. Uncontested 3, and he still missed it.
Blair's just not in rhythm at all.
Snyder straight to the cup.
That's why he's got to keep doing that. He's really good. He missed the 2, but they were great drives. That way all the way and finish. In transition.
10-point advantage is the largest we've seen all night, and it's owned by West. 24-14. Backdoor feed never found its way home. Here comes Misha. Gonna watch out for him. Body contact, and he got it.
Smooth, skilled. Oh my goodness.
It's the strong take by West so far. That's exactly what they have done, as they haven't played back. They've attacked the rack, and Alex Misha has capped it off. 3-point try coming up out of the break.
Snyder finishes on the first one, right to the rim, protects, goes strong, goes quick, goes smart. And then you've got Misha, the player of the year in the league, kind of doing a Euro finesse move. Just beautiful to watch.
Yeah, Alex Misha, Pioneer League MVP, averaging 15.2 during the course of the season, 46% from the field.
Blair is at that dangerous point where, because they're having to be patient offense, and now they're down, that they're going to shoot quicker than they want to, or not to get a good shot, just to shoot quick. The other thing is your offense affects your defense, and when you're not scoring, it can affect your defensive intensity, especially when it starts to open up like it just did. And Blair's got to get back to getting some stops on the defensive end, keep this thing manageable until they get their offense going, if West Torrance gives them that opportunity to.
Now we'll see what Blair does with the adversity staring him right in the face, because this is a team admitted by the coaching staff that typically would yield under the pressure in years past. They would just give up.
And West Torrance is a really tough team mentally and physically, and defensively they're not going to give you anything good or easy. So Blair's going to have to be patient and try to get back basket by basket, because if you try to get it down, if you try to get back all at once, you can return to 20 really quickly.
Blair got here by beating Woodcrest Christian in overtime, 76-71. They actually trailed at the end of the first half. They had 3 players scoring double digits as Misha hits the free throw. Desmond Washington led the pace in that one with 27 points and a comeback overtime victory, but they're now down 13 here in the second quarter.
And West keeps giving them different looks defensively, which again makes Blair have to stop and look a little bit, get them out of their rhythm.
Bad pass picked up. Misha, yes.
With Carroll hustling. Quick hands, deflection, smooth all the way in one dribble and finish. And Carroll following up in case he missed.
Snow down to Washington. Washington getting double teamed, doesn't matter.
Good hands, nice pass by Snow there.
Nothing coming easy though for Blair right now. And Biyun, did he travel? He did. Biyun was backpedaling like he was in coverage.
You're exactly right. They're getting double teamed on the ball screen. They're getting double teamed a lot. They're having to make extra passes. And then you got guys flying with quick hands. It's tough. You're right.
Nothing easy just yet for Blair. There's Snow. Corner Washington. Smith not settling for the 3. Offensive rebound and a putback off the mark by Washington and a push foul by him.
And a little bit trying too hard. It's not a frustration foul as much as just the determination and trying hard foul. Subtle difference there. Great offensive rebound, barely misses. He's trying to get something going for his team, and he gets a foul though.
Next foul will result in free throws.
The other thing with Blair not scoring is Blair likes to press. If you don't score, you have a hard time pressing, except dead ball situations like right there.
All about dictating tempo. Biyun at the cup, shot blocked.
And then you got to deal with your quarterback on the football field of court where he's throwing ahead.
You see Gabriel Snow with his left hand paw that one out of bounds.
Nice job using his left hand to avoid the foul and block it.
Bad pass, here's Washington. 2-on-1, left side, Dakin for 3. So he's taken 3 3-pointers in this game, and 2 of them have been air balls. And now he receives it. Snyder, backdoor feed to Biyun, but he'll wait. Carroll. Ricky Turner couldn't get to it just yet. Players tumbling down on the ground, and the officials will say, let this melee over with. It'll be West possession.
Turner hustling, crashing from the perimeter. Carroll ever present right there. So there's Turner, got that going. Guys down on the floor playing hard. And Blair can't get out and run because they don't get a clean rebound out of that situation.
Brandon Thomas will come in. Out's Ricky Turner and also Nick Snyder. Knee shot. Quick catch and shoot from the right baseline.
Oh my goodness, he's good. Catch and shoot, medium range. Little step away on the pass. Catch, right, left, step away. Sweet. Perfect shot. Great arch.
Ball's loose, but picked up down low. Shot attempt by Dallas Murray is off the mark, but Murray will go to the free throw line for a couple. Murray's been quiet tonight. He's got one made basket, that's it.
It goes back to what you said before, how hard they're having to work. And Murray depends on a lot of high-low, even from Washington, to get that. But it takes a lot of pass, a lot of energy to find him there. And, boy, Misha almost got the deflection there, almost got a tip. And Blair, it's just hard to score. They got 16. They're used to scoring a lot.
Murray misses the first free throw. He's 69% from the charity stripe this season. His team down by 15 points. Negative 14.
They need to stop. They try to get this thing close to 10 at half, not go up to 16 or 18 going into the half.
Biyun is out there with Thomas, Height, Noah Carroll, and Alex Misha. There's that man, Misha. $15 to go on the shot clock. Here's Biyun. Thomas. Into the lane, loses the basketball. It's a bad possession for West. And Blair will take advantage of it. So that's the stop that you wanted, right, Coach Hayes.
And now you want to score. You want to get some confidence going to half and realize that you can score a lot of points. that you've been down 10 or 11 before, 12, you can come back. So big possession right here.
West will send back its firepower. So Snyder comes back in along with Ricky Turner. Turner also a second-team All-Teamer in the Pioneer League. Did it as a senior and also a junior. Inbounds to Washington. Shot clock is off. And here's Blair looking for some kind of positive momentum heading into the locker room. He'll need it.
And not necessarily a three. Just want to score. Going half of the score.
Dakin is out there. Snow with the rock. Washington and Murray as well. Snow, Dakin, 4 to go. Off the mark. There's Michel with 2 to go, 1 to go. Will he get it off? He did. Will it count? Officials say yes.
Great, so he looked at the clock right there. You can see him. He looked at the clock, knew how much time was left, wrote it the whole. He's had a fantastic, I'll use the word phenomenal. He's just had a tremendous, that's the third adjective I use different, I think, for his half. Michel's just been tremendous the entire half on both ends.
Alex Michel dropping the hammer on the Blair Vikings from start to finish of the first half, and West is on top by a score of 33-17. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll get you some first half statistics and analysis, and we'll come back with the third quarter of action here from Azusa Pacific with West on top, 33-17. We'll be back. CIF Southern Section Division 4A championship game right now being owned by the West Warriors as they are on top 33-17 over the Blair Vikings. David Gaskin alongside Greg Hayes. And Greg, I will tell you one person only that's been carrying the load. And that man, Alex Michel, as you see it right down there. 21 points on 10 of 13 shooting.
I have some bad news for people who are going to schedule West Taurus next year. He's a sophomore, and he's just improved tremendously since last year. As a freshman, he played maybe 10 minutes a game. He really stepped it up in the league, and now he's taking another step up in this championship game.
So what does Blair do? They did not look comfortable in the first half. Not that they were out of their element, but they just weren't playing their style of basketball. They could not hit the three, and then on the defensive end, they couldn't pressure at all.
0 for 10 on threes. They're shooting 31%. West Torrance is the one that has 9-0 on turnovers in terms of points. The problem for Blair in trying to get their rhythm and try to get things going offensively, which they're certainly capable of. The question is West Torrance going to back off their defensive intensity, back off on the number of looks they get and all the double teams? They're going to have to solve that in the second half to get their offense going.
Second half is underway with West going from left to right on your screen and Blair going from right to left. There's Nick Snyder with the rock. Biyun gets a screen from Turner. Biyun, shovel pass picked off. Nice play by Dallas Murray. Murray's got to get himself going. It was quiet in the first half, and he does.
There you go. Blair gets a defensive turnover, and they score in transition. That's their game.
Murray's hit all 3 of his shots he has taken with 6 points. And a touch foul by Jordan Hall.
Snyder is quick, he's skilled, but he's also physically and mentally tough at the point guard.
One of the luxuries that West has going into next season is their roster is just filled with underclassmen. That does a lot for your freshman JV programs. Now you got a winning culture. Down low, Carroll. It's a patient move by Noah.
Yeah, good execution too, coming undercut there.
His father played some college basketball at a little-known university called Iowa State. Cyclones. So he knows a thing or two about playing in big settings. Jordan Hall and now Caleb Smith telling his teammates to back off just a bit. 9 to go in the shot clock. Left side in Snow. Snow with 4 to go in the shot clock. Dribble drive to the cup. Yes. The bad thing for Blair is they used 34 seconds on that shot clock. The good news, they at least scored.
Right, nice finish. It allows them to press when they score.
14-point lead, though, and here comes Snyder. Ricky Turner, body contact, will it count? No, offensive foul.
Good call, nice step in there by Murray.
Turner tried to show up and slow up his body a little bit.
The other top problem for Blair when they're trying to press and get a run going is that Snyder's just so good with the ball. It's hard to turn them over in the full court, open court.
There's Snow. Ball fake blocked, shot by Beam. Isaiah got up for it, and now here he is. Isaiah looking to push. Isaiah, 1-on-2. Contested shot by Dallas Murray. Good defense, hands all the way up. BU had Ricky Turner on the left wing corner wide open. Elected to take it himself. There's Caleb Smith for three. Now the misery continues for Blair. Unable to connect from distance.
That's Washington on the offensive boards there.
Desmond Washington doing everything that he can to make this game respectable for Blair. Had a double-double in the first half. 12 points and 10 rebounds. Smith back out to Snow. So Snow is out there with Smith, Murray, Washington. Step back three on the way by Hall. No.
Blair wants to hit one of those so badly.
Snyder to Height. Height is fouled.
Again, that's Snyder just really good attacking pressure and finding a guy at just a perfect spot.
See the fans, the Blair Vikings, not much to cheer about.
You know, we talked about before that Blair really is not that tall. And you look at Turner and you look at Carroll, both of them can defend inside. They can post up if they need to, but they can also guard people on the perimeter. They're strong and they're athletic and quick. It really gives you a lot of versatility with that lineup and how you play your defense and what you do defensively.
There's Justin High at the free throw line. Missed the first. He's just 55% from the free throw line this season. Misses both.
That blue brace is to protect the knee that I think he missed. It came back a month ago from that knee injury.
There's Gabriel Snow, and they're in 5 minutes to play in the third quarter, and Blair needs a push. Murray attacking. Shot blocked by Height yet again.
Yeah, good job. And then again, what we talked about with Turner. Turner's battling Washington in the post. Washington's working really hard, but Turner's not giving him anything.
Second block shot of the game for Height. Substitution, and Noah Carroll will come in for Ricky Turner.
It's quite a sub, and that's Wes Torrance keeping players fresh.
You have the luxury when you're doing that up 14 points, and Washington has got 15 to go on the shot clock. Snow left side to Smith. Back out Snow for three. Dumped off in Washington. Can't finish that one. Second, third, fourth opportunity. That shot's blocked by Biyun. shot. He's fouled. It's been that kind of a night for the Blair Vikings.
And you got to feel for him. They're working so hard. There's Michon transition again. Uses his body, the right angle, the right touch on it. Kind of steps away, draws a foul. But on the offensive end, Blair is just trying to string something together and working hard, just not getting it to fall.
Desmond Washington's shot blocked underneath by Isaiah Biyun. New shot at the line. Trying to do some more work. He does.
Soft touch at the free throw line, too.
Blair had about 5 opportunities underneath the basket of West and could not score.
And working really hard for it and having nothing to show for it.
Got to be demoralizing for a basketball team, especially in this setting as well.
And when you're used to scoring a lot of points.
Second free throw is also good. Lead is now up to 16 points. Bagby into the corner, a head fake by Hall. One thing West wanted to do tonight was on the defensive end and force Blair to play a half-court set. They have. One official's going to call it a charge, and both of them agree on it now.
Perfect position by Bayern, and then, but Michel was in help position on that. Carroll had defended the post really well, but Bayern stepping in and taking a big charge. 37-21 with 4:0 to play in the third quarter. Division 4 AA championship bout, boys basketball, between the West Warriors and the Blair Vikings. Last season for Blair, it took a pretty good step. They were 18-8 on the year and 5-5 in the Rio Hondo League. They lost in the second round of the Division 5A AA playoffs. So it's important for them not only to duplicate what they did during the regular year, but also take another step in terms of their league play. They've done just that, and now they get to the very end of the road. Unfortunately for them, so far their shots just aren't falling. Outside of what Desmond Washington has done, their team almost looks a little bit lifeless. Yeah. Players feed off certain things. Some guys feed off block shots, taking a charge, making a pass. You got guys who can score, and they feed off seeing the ball go to the basket. And it helps their defense, helps their energy, it energizes, it brings the chemistry together. And this is just a shock to their system. They're just not used to this happening. West Torrance deserves so much credit for it. You know, maybe the environment, the circumstance, they know they can shoot better. They're just missing open threes now. And if one of them goes down, it just might make 2 or 3 go down. But it's just it's a struggle. It becomes contagious if it can happen. But Blair will need it first on the defensive end. Full court pressure being blocked out by Nick Snyder. He looks in the push. That shot's blocked out of bounds. Important, though, for the Warriors not to take their foot off the gas. Right, and they're showing no signs of uncertainty, especially defensively. And again, the same thing they did in the first half, the multiple looks. Misha, the follow-away. Offensive rebound. Misha, again, he goes up, but he was fouled. Shot wouldn't have counted anyway. Probably the first shot he might have forced, the original one. But they got the offensive rebound and kept it alive. I don't even know if that's possible with the way he's played so far. Had a buzzer beater just before the first half clock expired at the end of the second quarter. Nice little finger roll and a fast break. Head coach Neil Perlmutter giving his orders. In the second season as head coach, and there's Snyder. Misses it, put back by Height. Great job by Snyder. Snyder wants to hit that, but there's Height. He just really plays so much bigger than his size. Nice play, though, by Snyder. It's almost like he lulled the defense to sleep. They took advantage of it. Washington. He's called for the travel. Yeah, it's a good call. It might have been a little bit of a late whistle, but it's definitely the right call. Brandon Thomas will come back in. Number 23 for West. And also Ricky Turner, number 1. Out goes Alex Misha and also Justin Height. And Bagby comes in and trying to get somebody to create some offense. Baseball pass wide open to Carroll. It wasn't pretty, but he did score. Unselfish play by Thomas. Great look by Snyder. Dallas Murray, no. Washington tried saving it, and it goes to a teammate in Blair, Caleb Smith. Blair's in a dangerous spot now. They're down 20 points, and they need points in a hurry. They've been stuck on 21 for a long time. Whistle and a foul. But Desmond Washington continues to attack the offensive boards with effort and desire. It was 33-17 at the end of the first half. So you can do some quick math, of course, and there's 4 points staring at Blair in this third quarter. Smith, no. Underneath, taken. Washington, shot blocked. Nope, foul on Carroll. And it's not for lack of effort on Blair's part, certainly. And Washington epitomizes there, but they all kept it alive. They're staying after it. They just want a basket to go down. They want something to go down to see if it ignites them and gives them confidence. You see the body language from Caleb Smith when he launched that three-pointer.
After he missed it, his shoulders just draped over the rest of his body. Free throw missed by Washington. Gives us a good time, too, to mention a few different guys that are on the broadcast tonight, working behind the scenes. Our Fox Sports West Prep Zone crew tirelessly over the last 24, 48 hours.
These guys play one game. They play 9 games in their crew back there.
Washington hits the second. And the entire production crew working into the good night from yesterday till tonight. Snyder, left side three-pointer on the way, off the mark. Rebound by Murray, goes to Washington. A nice look by Brandon Thomas, just didn't get to fall down. Blair fans looking for something, anything to cheer about. Murray somehow found it. Dakin wide open. Will this one find the mark? It does.
And the crowd has been waiting to cheer for things too, and they exploded on that shot.
First 3 hit tonight by Jack Dakin. Cuts the deficit down to 16, 41-25.
Late clock, ball moved out the traps. West Torrance is relentless in the traps, but they got the open look, they knocked it down. It's one of those things that it's not about trying harder for Blair. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. It's just about knocking shots down. They're trying hard enough. And the defense has been pretty good, and they've been on the boards. They just got to knock shots down.
Coming into this game, Blair was averaging nearly 73 points per game. On the defensive end, opponents were scoring just 56. So it's a wide margin in terms of their body of work. Head coach Elaine Marguerite.
They're just looking for anything, but you can't shoot for people, and you can't get on it for missing shots. It's basketball, but you never know. Maybe hit another one. Who knows what happens?
Well, Blair's got 2 enemies tonight, West and also the clock. As we near our way towards the end of the third quarter. There's Misha back in the ball game. Thomas. Nice defense by Desmond Washington. Big stop for Blair.
Good team defense. You're right by Blair.
Washington pulls up. Yes. Head coach Alon Marguerite pleading with his team to play some defense now.
It's been a long time since they put back-to-back baskets together.
Bounce pass was a killer from Nick Snyder.
Wow.
Oh, my.
What a great pass. To see him to deliver it at the exact time perfectly.
Caleb Smith with a good response. Well, now if you're in a situation like this for Blair, you can't afford to trade paint. You need to get some stops and score.
And they did finish the quarter well.
Thomas taken away by Washington. They're going to call a jump ball. They are. And that's a bad call going against Blair. Desmond Washington was off to the races.
Blair's student body, the crowd is ignited a little bit. The players are playing with energy. The ball goes in the basket. Build your confidence. 14-point lead. West Torrance is really good, but there's a lot of time for Blair to turn it around.
Washington grabbed that rock and was going to roll with it.
And there's a big pull-up by Washington, medium-range jumper. And then you come back and get the stop as well with Washington stepping in the middle there and cause. That was a great pass by Snyder. Here he comes
pass
again.
By Smith. Right side, Misha. Defense leading to offense.
Oh, Snyder's so good. He's so good in the middle of the floor with the ball there.
Good defense by Biyun. And now Caleb Smith will hold for the final shot. 10 to go in the quarter. Washington draws some body contact. They'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Well, it's tough thing when you're down by 14. You don't want to turn it over there. You want to cut to 13, not give the transition the other way. Give West Torrance a lot of credit on that. And again, Snyder's just really good to go to the floor in transition.
How much does Desmond Washington have in the gas tank? He hits the first. 80% free throw shooter on the season. Again, averaging nearly 21 points per game and 10 rebounds. He had that in the first half. A double-double, that is.
So impressed by how hard he plays and how relentless he is.
4.1 to go in the quarter. Snyder breaking the pressure. Snyder against Washington. Body English, the tap back in by Height. But that kind of a night for West. They got a buzzer beater before the clock expired in the second quarter, and then Justin Height with another tap in to end the third.
What a great play by Height again. Going against guys bigger, stronger, probably faster, probably jump better. He just plays hard and determined and smart and relentless. That's a huge tip in to end this quarter. And that's even Snyder again. Snyder's got the hole so strong a couple times he hasn't made it, but guys have been there for the putbacks for him.
Every time Blair has tried to make a push, West has a valiant response.
And it's happened at the end of quarters as well, when it would be a great time for Blair to finish with a good play, momentum and confidence going in. Instead of being 10 or 12, it's back up to 16.
Well, Carroll's up to 10 points in this ball game, and the top dog is Alex Misha. 25 points and 11 of 15 shooting. He's also got 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and also 2 dimes.
And against West Torrance has 15 points off turnovers. That's what Blair wants to be doing. But it's hard to turn over Snyder and West Torrance. And then you see them going 1 for 15 from 3. If you shoot 33%, it's a one possession game.
West with the basketball. They'll be going from left to right on your screen as this fourth quarter is underway. Now stay here with us on Fox Sports West Prep Zone. After this game, Rancho Verde and Maranatha. Division I AA championship game. Right here at Azusa Pacific.
Good effort by Caleb Smith. Snyder's out. Maybe this is a chance to get a turnover against West.
Bean trying to draw a foul. Smith not called just yet. Bean with the take, and finally he's fouled. He wanted the first one from Caleb Smith from behind, did not get it. And he draws it underneath, and he'll go to the free throw line for a pair.
Yeah, Bean handled that pressure really well.
Be rather interesting to see how this West team plays in the state playoffs. Just because of how the seeding goes and whatnot. I said this much, the CIF got things right, though, in this Division IV AA. 1 versus 2. Bean hits the first.
Coach Perlmutter did the same thing. He got it right when he said in the summer, we can win CIF. And he's almost there.
It's nice. It's refreshing to hear a head coach say that, because oftentimes you just hear coaches say, 1 game at a time, we want to win league. It's the same thing. But here, completely different. They want to win, and they want to win a lot. That means the whole thing.
It's so funny. He asked before the game, he says, Coach, you've been around a long time. What advice do you have for me? And I said, I've been around a long time. I've never been to a CIF championship game, and you're in it right away.
So what did you tell him?
I said, you know what you're doing. You just do what you're doing. And they played their game, and they're prepared, and they're playing outstanding.
Down low in Washington. He got it.
A lot of respect for Desmond Washington, the way he's played.
19 points, 15 rebounds for Washington. There's Turner on the left side, step in. Height working, tapping it. A stop though by Smith. Sweet spin move for Washington. But he can't finish. Turner's heel on the baseline. Oh, Washington's was.
Again, that's one of those momentum plays for Blair. They're going, oh my goodness, come on. That's a momentum play. He gets out. It's just a little off balance. Misha does a good job of running through and by. And then there's Turner and there's Carroll running the floor to get the rebound on the miss. Would have been easy to give up on it and think Washington's just going to score it.
West is going offense for defense right now. Snyder comes back in. Carroll is out. And Bean has that ball ripped away by Caleb Smith. Smith in transition. Left side. Easy score for Gabriel Snow.
That's their game. Turnovers in transition.
So we've seen it in spurts from Blair, but they need it for a long period of time.
Good pass by Smith. Good finish by Snow. That was almost 2 in a row. If Washington makes his, that's 2 layups on transitions in a row. You're down 12. Still, because of Blair, the way they play, if you can get it under 10, and I think this is why maybe the timeout's coming, West Torrance got to be careful here because Blair's getting the rhythm a little bit. You get under 10, that's plenty of time for Blair to make something happen, especially as their confidence grows with each basket they make.
It was 33-17 at the end of the first half for West. And Alex Misha was the guy, the go-to guy, paved the way for his troops. He had 21 points on 10 of 13 shooting. And it almost put the rest of the club at ease because they didn't have to try to do too much. On the other side for Blair, makes the game that much more challenging for them because they're a three-point shooting team. But now they're chasing the lead. Right. So when you're chasing points, sometimes you're forced to take uncharacteristic shots.
Well, and again, there have been so many times where they've had plays at the rim and they've missed. Or they've had open three and they've missed. It would have been momentum and confidence and closing the same back down. And so this is a big possession for them.
Here's Ricky Turner at the free throw line. Turner's out there along with Misha, Brandon Thomas.
They're going to need to answer this on the offensive end.
Noah Carroll's out there and also Nick Snyder. On the other side for Blair, and Dakin, number 5. Then you got Snow, Washington, of course. Free throw is good. And Caleb Smith.
So again, it's going to go to 15 or 16. So this is just really critical that Blair scores on this next possession. Kind of keep the hope and create some momentum and press.
Turner on the season, not that good at the free throw line, just 63%. Tonight, he's perfect. 4 for 4. Snow with a step back. They got it.
Shows what they're capable of doing. That's a nice shot.
So Blair's offense is trying to wake up. Misha has that one poked away, but a foul against Bagby.
You know, watching Noah Carroll out there is trying to match his sister. I believe her name is Sophia, and she won a CIF championship with Bishop Montgomery last night. So I think it's big brother trying to match little sister here with the CIF championship.
Bishop Montgomery, the Knights in Torrance.
Sweet shot. Just a sweet-looking shot and touch.
Really is kind of a interesting home in the South Bay of the LA Harbor because you got all those schools gunning for each other. Of course, up on the hill, you got Rolling Hills and Peninsula, San Pedro High, Mary Star.
And you get West Torrance, North Torrance, South Torrance, which, by the way, it's a tremendous basketball area for girls basketball. West has won some girls titles. I believe they won 2 years ago.
And if they can't decide on where they want to go to school, go to a JC. You got El Camino right there at Torrance and then LA Harbor College.
That's right.
There's Dakin. Back. Cross-court pass to Snow. Thought about the three. Lets it fly.
Good defense by West Torrance. It's a good look, but West is just making them take so much time off the clock to find that shot.
Blair would love to have one more push. Will West allow it? Ricky Turner almost got low-bridged on his way up, but he didn't elevate. He was called for the travel.
Another really good pass by Snyder. In the short term, the magic number becomes for Blair, get it under 10. And just see what happens from there.
Bad possession. Here comes Carroll.
West forcing that with their pressure, the relentless pressure.
Oh, it's just a pure giveaway. Snyder behind his back. Backdoor feed for Carroll.
What a great pass. What a smart job by Carroll to go opposite of the penetration there as he's supposed to. What a great pass.
Washington one-on-one, Carroll with the foul. I mean, it's one thing to be able to do that, dribble behind your back, and attack the defense of Blair. It's another thing to have enough savviness in your game to find Carroll leaking on the backside.
Carroll's supposed to switch sides of the floor, which he did. And Snyder does kind of a little pocket pass there. We call it just perfect timing, perfect execution, perfect delivery.
Ron Marguerite, the head coach for Blair, third season on the bench, 49-33 record. And a testament to what he has done this year is just a recovery from the depths.
West continues to rotate their bench so effectively. Fresh bodies.
Team in 2013 was just 1-23, 0-10 in league play. Washington, after the miss, the putback, not going to go. Second, third chance opportunities for Desmond Washington, and he's wearing it now.
Oh, you feel for him. He's working so hard down there. He's had a couple of play off the rim there. Just playing with great determination and effort.
Sure, it looks good in the stat column with these rebounds, but you know he wants to score and win.
Right.
And now he's running out of time.
Inbounds underneath. You see this 2-3 zone.
The defense is switched now. I wonder if that's a way for West to kind of rest their guys up a little bit. Dakin's three-pointer off the mark. Good rebound by Turner. And now a tie-up. And sticking his nose in there's Jordan Hall.
Yeah, it's not lack of effort for Blair. Yeah, West on what we call baseline out of bounds, blob we call it. They're in a 2-3 zone when it comes out of it. And again, that changes everything in terms of rhythm for Blair, recognition. But again, good effort, offensive rebound, or at least tying it up.
Fresh shot clock. So here's Dakin, right corner for three. He got it. Just the second three he's hit all night.
A beautiful shot. You can tell what a good shooter he is.
55-41. Turner travel. We saw it from me to you. The three from Dakin, much needed. Close the gap, but it's only to 14.
Yeah, catching rhythm. Just a beautiful shot right there. Corner three. So, again, now you got to back up the turnover with a score.
Washington, count it.
Give Blair a lot of credit on a really tough offensive night that they haven't hung their heads. They have battled and fought and scrapped on defense to try to get things going offensively. They got a chance to cut it to 11. There's plenty of time because they're capable of forcing turnovers and they're capable of scoring in a hurry.
Well, Blair is trying to force feed Desmond Washington as much as they possibly can. Carroll done. Justin Height in. Free throw is off the mark. 80% on the season. That is his first miss tonight.
That could be a fatigue one who's just not been there for a while. They need every point they can get right now.
BU in for Height. Would have been goaltending if Washington got there.
Fundamental basketball. Being perfect jump stop, kickoff for the 45-degree angle. Just beautiful basketball. Fundamental basketball.
Snow all the way around. Washington from the free throw line looking for two. No good. And now if you're West, you just want to bleed clock.
Snyder knows exactly to pull it out.
Neil Perlmutter, the head coach for West, says, bring this thing back.
Smart team.
Perlmutter's troops have done just that. And Snyder. And a foul.
It's really hard to take the ball away from Snyder because he's physical in protecting it. He will do whatever he can with that off arm to keep you from getting at his body. It's a tough possession at the other end. Blair scores, and you just never know what happens.
Odd thing for West this year. They only played 8 home games. They were 5-3 in those contests. Snyder hits the first. They were 5-2 on the road, but on neutral courts they were 11-3, and they're 2 minutes and 57 seconds away from going to 12-3. Timeout on the court. with just under 3 minutes to play in the fourth quarter of the Division IV AA championship game. The West Warriors on top of Blair, 58-43.
Obviously, Blair needs to be able to score at least 16 points in the last 2 minutes, 57 seconds. And some teams can do that, certainly. But the problem is that West Torrance is just so fundamentally sound and smart. They just seem like they're going to take care of the ball and not give them a lot of opportunities, not give Blair a lot of opportunities.
I don't know if Steph Curry or Klay Thompson's coming in the building anytime soon. That's one team that can get you 17 in a hurry.
That's
of
right.
course, the Cleveland Cavaliers sitting an NBA record there tonight with 25 three-pointers. Kyrie, LeBron James and company.
And you mentioned that. For Blair, it's really come down to three-point shooting.
Yeah.
They've had opportunities, they've had good looks, but they're not falling. And is that the environment? Is that the championship game? Is that this big arena? Is it the West Torrance defense? Probably all of it.
That's Greg Hayes. I'm David Gascon. Thank you very much for joining us from Azusa Pacific University. West looking to put this thing to bed. Snyder hits the second free throw. The advantage is now up to 16, 59-43. Quick take and a miss. Michel with the defensive rebound.
That's just tough. That's an open layup, open look, just falling off the rim. It's just been that way for Blair. Still playing hard, making good plays, getting good shots. We talk on the college level, colleges and the NBA, they call it a make or miss league. And for Blair, it's a make or miss night. And unfortunately, it's been a miss night for them.
You're rather interesting to see what the Pac-12 conference does in the NCAA tournament this year. UCLA and Arizona beating each other on the home courts of the opposing team. Michel is human. He misses a free throw.
And UCLA with Aaron Holiday, the son of Sean Holiday, the former Blair great.
The second free throw is good. 17-point advantage. And that should do it. For West, it's their first appearance in the championship round. And boy, have they made a statement.
Good pass by Smith, still playing basketball well. Nice finish by Washington.
And West, with their boys and girls teams respectively, it does not matter what the sport it is, they've been typically very successful whatever they do. Ball's going to be a backcourt violation. Really doesn't matter. I mean, you're talking about football for them, girls, basketball, volleyball, soccer, baseball.
Yes, it's a great area.
Nick Snyder encouraging his defense. They've done a bang-up job here tonight against Blair. Whistle and a foul blocked by Bean.
Snyder gets as low as you will see a defensive player get. And he's just got great footwork. Stays square, stays in front of people.
Quite remarkable for West, not only in terms of their appearance tonight, but the last winning team was back in 2012 when their head coach was Paul Nataki. That team was only 18-11. They lost in the quarters to Royal High. So they've come a long way.
Again, this game is an inspiration for any other high school program that struggled. You can get to this point. Clock management, smart decision.
Well, it's one thing to have the aspirations of getting here. It's another to actually see it through and then dominate. It's exactly what they've done here tonight.
And anybody who's been here is going to have, they've had to work hard, they've had to overcome adversity to get here.
Snyder. That's a cherry on top.
Yeah, that was going in. He was playing with that. He kind of looked off and said, this is my time. I don't shoot much, but I'm taking this one. It's going down.
The student body to the north side, our right, is just going bananas right now, and understandably so. Right with a shovel pass. Here's Misha, one-on-one. You better watch out. Misses that one. And he's called for the foul.
Good defense right there by Hall. He could have conceded that, but Hall for Blair defends really well. Guys hustling. Another loose ball. And there goes Height, kicking it ahead. Again, Height, there's no statistic for that, but him being around the ball and a nose for the ball and West diving on the floor with a 15-point lead.
And there's that rowdy bunch from West, making the trek all the way over from the South Bay. Off the 110 on the 91 freeway to the 605.
Coach Perlmutter was actually leading that cheer.
70 seconds to play in this thing. And it has been all West from the opening get-go.
A little frustration at that time. I had a couple of Blair's players, one of the few times I've seen them kind of express their frustration of the night. They've been playing hard all the way through. The good thing nowadays in high school basketball is you get to play again. CF championship games used to be it. It was for everything, and that was it. You never played again. They can take this and learn from it, grow from it, and have another chance to play.
Free throw is good. Jamal Shirzad will come in, number 32. He's a senior for West. That's a luxury for Neil Perlmutter, the head coach of West. He has one starter that's a senior. That's Ricky Turner.
That's great. 56 seconds to go, and Height comes down, and Turner's like, hey, who am I guarding? We're still going to do things right. He's still communicating. Who am I guarding? Of course, it's coming out now.
Austin Turner coming in.
That's a popular guy.
Well, tip of the cap to the West Warriors and head coach Neil Perlmutter. The team relegated to the basement of the Pioneer League is no more. Not only are they the best team in the Pioneer League, but they're going to be the best team in the Division IV AA.
And they've climbed the mountain all the way to the top.
They had narrow margins of victory against Roland in the semifinals by just 4, then beat San Marino by a basket, 60-58. But no doubt about it here tonight.
Yeah, nice play. Nice play by Washington. Snyder's had about 4 misses at the rim. He's going, oh, come on. What a great finish there. Takes it, goes behind his back. That's a horse move you usually use. That's a great job still. And again, he's playing all the way through the end. 30 seconds to go in the game, he's still playing.
They won't come out either. And the bench cleared for West.
Talk about West Torrance. I mean, Snyder's a national merit scholar. And Carroll's an excellent student as well.
Tie up, and there'll be a foul against Washington. Entire bench is up for West, so when we make our way down on their side of the court, their bench is ecstatic. Rightfully so.
It's a fun time for a coach to be on the sub at the end of a game and take his guys out and let them, especially the seniors, let them get some love from the crowd.
And for head coach Alon Margalit, opportunity for him to regroup his guys because they're not done yet. State playoffs are coming up. Some nights they fall and sometimes they don't.
And again, their magic number is 70. And they get to 70 by hitting threes and open the floor up. And it was a tough night shooting. We've said that over and over again. But really, you can overanalyze it too and think everything's wrong. It came down to shooting percentage.
Well, for West, they're going to improve to 17-1 this season when holding opponents under 60 points or less. And the countdown, Misha fittingly will dribble this thing out. Seconds will wind down, and we'll sit back. The West Torrance Warriors are your CIF Southern Section Division IV AA champions. They win in emphatic fashion over the Blair Vikings by a final score of 65-54. For the program and head coach Neil Perlmutter, their first ever appearance in the finals. And needless to say, their first championship, all on the shoulders of Alex Misha. Misha, the powerful young sophomore, led the way. He was the Pioneer League MVP, and tonight he kind of showcased his talents in every which way possible. Offensively, defensively as both teams getting together at half court. The smiles, the jubilations, and the receipt. There's the fans over there in the north corner.
And I'm loving seeing Coach Perlmutter with Ricky Turner, special guy.
Absolutely. Quite the accomplishment for West. A program last season was just 10-17. Their last winning season was back in 2012. But losers no more. They're on the mountain in the Division IV AA. Thanks to one man in particular. But I will say this much, good contributions for everybody in terms of the starting lineup. Nick Snyder, Isaiah Bune, Ricky Turner, Noah Carroll, and also Justin Height coming in off the bench. Everyone chipping in on both sides, but more importantly for Alex Misha, led the game with all scores, 30 points on 11 of 16 shooting, and 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Also has 9 rebounds, so we go to him now with Greg Hayes.
Player of the game for West. How you feeling? Great win, huh?
Great. I'm feeling great right now. I'm really excited.
Hey, you outscored them yourself in the first half. I don't know if you're aware of that in a variety of ways. How do you feel on getting such a great start? What was the key for you coming out so strong?
I was just playing to win. I was playing for my teammates. I was just playing to win.
Hey, defensively, you took them out. They score a lot of points, and you held them way down the first half. What was the key defensively to disrupt them?
Taking away the threes. They're a really good three-point shooting team. So if we take that away, we knew they were gonna have trouble scoring.
Hey, you got a couple seniors, and I know Ricky Turner. Guys love Ricky Turner. Tell me about your other guys.
Noah Carroll is a senior. He's a great player. He's one of our leaders. Damien, he got hurt, but he's a key player on the team during league. We have a senior on the bench. He helps us a lot. Like, he gives us a bunch of energy, and that really helps.
I got one last question for you. 13-39 was West Torrance for 2 years before you got here. What's been the key? You guys worked really hard to get here.
Hard work. Believing in ourselves.
And Coach said you guys were the favorite. He wanted to win it from the start. You guys did.
Yeah. We expected this. Oh, yeah.
Well, congratulations. David, we'll take it back to you. Great job, Alex Misha on the West Torrance squad.
Greg, thank you very much. And also a thank you to Alex Misha. Misha had 30 points on 11 of 16 shooting, 8 of 10 from the free throw line. He also had 9 rebounds. He wasn't the only one doing some of the damage, though. Noah Carroll had 12 points. And also Nick Snyder, Isaiah Bune had 6 and 5 respectively. On the other side, Desmond Washington had 26 points, 17 rebounds, 2 blocked shots, and a losing cause. It was all for naught for him. Blair falls in the Division IV AA championship bout to West by a final score of 65-54. Greg, your final thoughts on this one?
Well, Alex Misha had the great start. I think you got to give a lot of credit to West Torrance defense for shutting Blair down. And they're just a really good team that climbed the mountain from 13-39, and they reached the top. Great CF championship. They believed it. They had a vision for it. They believed it, and they accomplished it.
Well, it'll be interesting to follow this West club because they head into the state playoffs on certainly a high note. How do they get over that hangover? They got to control their emotions, but again, it's a young group.
Right, and a lot of that will be the draw, who they get.
Sure.
It's amazing, the state tournament. Sometimes you can get a pretty good matchup, an easy matchup early on. Hopefully that works their way so they can enjoy this and you're right, refocus.
Head coach Neil Perlmutter, congratulations to you, your coaching staff. You did it. You're the Division IV AA champions as the West Warriors defeat the Blair Vikings again. A final score of 65-54. Big thanks to the production team back out of the truck and also hanging out here at Baseline with us. They did a fantastic job. We will be back here in just a few minutes. To say goodnight for everybody, though, for Greg Hayes, I am David Gascon, saying so long from Azusa Pacific University, where West wins it 65-54. Good night, everybody.